Some major breaking news just into us with former President Donald Trump now facing new charges in the special counsel's investigation into those classified documents found at Mar-a-Lago. We are getting some significant new information from what's being called a superseding indictment, essentially additional information that the special counsel's office is now revealing. And it is new insight here into what specifically is being alleged related to what you just heard Laura and Lester and Danny and our team talking about. And that is the allegation that Carlos de Oliveira, identified as a property manager, a kind of maintenance worker at Mar-a-Lago, along with Walt Nauta, Mr. Trump's body man, and Mr. Trump himself, tried to delete surveillance footage at Mar-a-Lago in the summer of 2022. I want to bring in NBC News correspondent Tom Winter, who's covering this, and our NBC News legal analyst, Kristen Kibben-Feddens. And Tom, I want to share with our audience something that is revealed in this indictment. This indictment alleges that Carlos de Oliveira talked to a different Trump employee after telling this employee, and this is that their conversation should remain just between the two of them, that, and I'm quoting here, that, quote unquote, the boss wanted the server deleted. This employee responded he wouldn't know how to do that. He didn't think he would have the rights to do that. That employee said, you're going to have to reach out to somebody else, essentially. And then de Oliveira then, I'm quoting, de Oliveira then insisted to this other employee that the boss wanted the server deleted and asked, what are we going to do? And that is just a piece of the indictment, Tom, that is describing part of this new information that we're just learning this evening.
Yeah, it is really stunning behavior here, and it's not just de Oliveira and Nauta that are tied up in this. De Oliveira is being charged alongside the former president, and they specifically say that Trump was involved in this effort to delete this particular server. To your point, Hallie, apparently this occurred on June 27th at 9:48 a.m. De Oliveira walked into the IT office where an unnamed Trump employee was working with somebody in the IT department. De Oliveira requested that he step away. They went into some sort of an audio closet, and once inside that space, he told them that the conversation needed to stay between the two of them, and that the boss, as you said, wanted the server deleted, and that's believed to be the surveillance camera video. That's according to other sections of this charging document. So it's clear here, and the special counsel says, we're looking at it on screen right now, the back and forth that's contained in these allegations. It's clear here that this occurred shortly after a subpoena was served for this video. This is very damning evidence, Hallie. And looking at this, if there was not such a threat of the clock, if you will, and we were just listening to our colleague Laura Jarrett talk about it, the idea that there's an effort to get this trial moving because of the election deadline in 2024. If you were looking at this and it didn't involve Donald Trump, it involved three people we hadn't heard about before, I think they would be saying uncle at this point, because the level of detail and evidence that they have appears to be growing stronger by the day. And the question now is whether de Oliveira and Nauta decide that their lives would be better working with the special counsel's office than being charged by it. I'm not somebody, and you know this over the last 8-9 years that we've talked and worked together, I'm not somebody who's always focused on, oh, who's going to flip, who's going to cooperate. But I think in this particular instance, you're looking at somebody who might be motivated, and it's clear that they have other people that are talking to them. That's the special counsel's office. It's clear they have other people relaying these conversations, and they're putting a lot of weight on them here. These are pretty significant additional charges to this case.
There's also a sort of an intriguing breadcrumb that is dropped in this indictment, and I haven't finished the whole thing as we've been live on the air, Tom, but on June 23rd last summer in the evening, this indictment specifically states that Donald Trump then at some point called Carlos de Oliveira, they say 8:45 at night, and they spoke for about a half an hour. That is roughly 4 days before this conversation inside, as you described, the sort of quiet, private conversation that de Oliveira wanted to have with another employee about the boss wanting the server to be deleted. It seems as though the special counsel, the prosecutors here, are trying to draw a linkage, right? Throw down some breadcrumbs, pull that needle, thread that through.
Oh, 100%. And they clearly have De Oliveira's phone records because they have records of Trump calling De Oliveira at 3:55 on the date of, I just want to make sure I'm accurate here, on June 27th. So they have the phone conversations between Trump and De Oliveira. And so I think that that's significant that they had that level of a phone conversation, again, putting more links on the idea of De Oliveira doing this for Trump, according to their allegations.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.